YouTube, what's good with it, man? It's your boy Neo Cannabis, and I'm back with another video. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about why shipping packs in 2025 is dead. This is a very controversial topic, and based on one of my previous videos on shipping packs, it seems like a lot of people are interested in this topic, so I would definitely want to expand on it today. If you're new to the channel, my name is Neo Cannabis. In 2018, I started a cannabis delivery service based in Oakland, California. Within 2 years, I scaled that business into a 7-figure operation. And today, I teach prospective and current cannabis entrepreneurs how to start and scale their cannabis business. So if this seems like something that you would be interested in, please like, share, subscribe. You don't want to miss out. And also, for anything related to the cannabis industry, I am your plug. Whether it's vendors, consultations, collabs, anything that has to do with this industry, hit my email down below, neocannabis1@gmail.com. And without further ado, let's get into this. For those who may not know, back 10, 20, however long ago, shipping packs have been synonymous with the culture of weed. That's how people from Cali or people from Oregon, some of these states that are known for having the exotic flavors, the best quality, were able to get that product all the way to the southern states, up to New York and things of that sort, because everybody knows Cali has the best cannabis as far as like the weather and experienced cultivators. It's widely known that you have to go to Cali to meet the plug. So like I said, it's nothing new. Shipping packs have been going on for 10, 20, 30 years. However long cannabis has been prevalent within our society, people have always wanted to get weed from point A to point B. And whether that point A is California to Atlanta or New York to Florida, people have always tried to figure out the most efficient, least expensive way. And shipping product through USPS or UPS or FedEx has been probably the most widely known transport. But within the past 2, 3, 4 years, with the rise of social media, Telegram, Snapchat, essentially the game's just been watered down. There's just too many people that are in the market that don't know what they're doing, and essentially that's messed it up for everybody else, because now everybody wants to move peas. Everybody wants to be the plug, or everybody wants to be the local drug dealer. Everybody wants to be the person that moves 10, 20 packs. And when there is way more supply than demand, because now since everybody is the plug, there's no customers for the plug. So when there's way more supply than demand, then the prices start drying up. There's less margin to make. So then that's now where you see people are moving packs and they may only make $50 to $100 off of each pack. Whereas back 5, 10 years ago, you could double up, even triple up your money. So you buy a pack for $1,500, you send it out south. If you're in California, you get $3,000, $2,500 for that pack. Or even in some instances, you can get $5K depending on the quality, the strain, or a variety of other factors that I'm not going to get into. But essentially, the market is oversaturated with too many people thinking that they're the plug and they're the man. And then as far as with social media and Snapchat, Instagram, Telegram, there's no middleman anymore. People can go straight to the source. As you see, your biggest celebrities, they're promoting all of these Telegram groups on Instagram or Snapchat. And now I can go straight to the distro or straight to the grower, because the growers are usually the people that are running these Telegram groups. So then now I can get the bottom of the barrel prices. I don't have to go through 4 or 5 different middlemen, and then going through all those middlemen, that's where product becomes so expensive, because everybody's getting their own cut. Since most people are going straight to the source now, there's no more like hiding prices. People know what everything is worth. There's not any type of secrecy anymore, as there was like 8 to 10 years ago. There was a sort of secrecy of what price you were getting product at. People didn't know who the plug is. They're usually going through 2 or 3 different other people that protected or blocked the plug. And those 2-3 people were getting a cut of whatever that was being made. All these growers are now online on Telegram. There's no more margin to be made. And then now the risk outweighs the reward, because people may get a pack for $1,000 and they're only making 1,100, 1,200. Whereas what I said 10 years ago, you get a pack for $1,000, you could probably flip it for $2,000. I have to put up $1,000 to make $100. So that means if I want to make $1,000, I need to buy 10 packs. And then now I have to figure out how to move those 10 packs. It's extremely risky nowadays trying to ship that much through the mail, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And you're doing all that to make $1,000 if you're only making $100 off each pack. Whereas back in the day, if I move 2 packs, I can make $2,000. If I bought them at $1,000, I'm selling them for $2,000. It's just so much more risk than reward. It's not worth it, because if you get busted for like 50 P's and say you're only making $100 off of each P, that's only $5,000. But you get busted for 50 P's, like you might do some serious time depending on what state and where you're at. So you're going to do 3 to 5 years and you would have only made $5,000. And you had to buy 50 P's, which let's just say each P was $1,000. So you put up 50,000 to make 5,000. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it's so much factors that go into the risk. It doesn't make sense as far as the reward is concerned. These are just some of my reasons why I think shipping packs is dead now in 2025. I feel like now you have to focus more so on building your own clientele, building your own brand. As I've always mentioned, you have to establish something. You have to have something that you're pushing so that you can build a customer base and you can have actual retail customers. So people are buying eighths, sevens, and ounces. That's where the real money is made on the bust down, unless you're selling 200 P's or 500 P's. And it's so few people doing that nowadays, because the level of expertise that it takes to move that much amount of weight. The era of moving P's in 2025 is dead for the average person. Back in the day, if you were just an average person and you had to connect somewhere out of state, on the South or New York or Florida, you could make $5,000, $10,000 by just selling a couple P's per month. But nowadays, to make $5,000, $10,000 now, you need to sell volume, 50, 100 P's, and that takes a lot of capital. There's only a set amount of people within the industry, usually growers or people that are super, super tapped in, that can have access to that without having to put up their own capital, because just based off their face card and their credibility, or they're the growers, so they have the product, they have to move it. See, the problem is the average person is lazy. They don't want to build a brand. They want to just in one foul swoop make $10,000, $20,000. They don't want to do the hard work. What's actually hard is busting down, selling to the average person, selling to 10, 20 customers a day. People don't want to actually build a brand. They just want to wholesale 10 P's and make 30,000. Typical humans are like that. We want fast money, and busting down, building a brand, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes expertise. It takes know-how. It takes skill. But if it's done right, then you could build generational wealth from it. Because as you see, these brands like Stizzy, Jeter's, Cookies, a plethora of them, they've built a brand. So 10, 20 years from now, there's a high chance that they're still going to be around. 10, 20 years from now, that dude that's selling 10, 20 P's, they're either going to get locked up, robbed, killed. There's nothing that they're building. They're just known as somebody who sells P's. There's no brand behind it. So once they're gone, then everything that they work for is gone. These brands like Cookies, Stizzy, Select Oil, we can go on. These brands, they're going to live on forever, as long as they're managed correctly. That's why the money in 2025 is in building a brand and selling to retail consumers. So busting down grams, eighths, sevens, half ounces, ounces. That's where the money is to be made, because you're going to make way more margin than if you sell a couple P's and you only make $100 off of each P. If I buy $1,000 P, even if I sell $100 ounces, which is extremely cheap, I'm still going to make $1,600, because there's 16 ounces in one P. And then even further, if I can bust down $25 eights, I can make, just saying, if you're able to bust down exactly all the ace in a P, you can make 3,200 off of $1,000 piece. So that's where, I mean, the money, yeah, it's going to take longer. People like selling P's because it's wholesale. You can move the weight way faster. But if you're able to establish a brand and you have an actual customer base, then you still won't have much of a problem moving product fast, because people are going to know your quality and they're going to know what you're bringing to the table as far as the overall value of your brand. And you can have a customer base who is waiting for your product. If you get anything out of everything that I talked about today, building a brand is the most important thing that you need to do within the cannabis industry in 2025. All this moving packs, making $100 or $50 off each pack, that stuff is dead now. There's no money in moving packs unless you're moving crazy amounts of volume, like 200, 500, 1,000 P's. And even say you move 200 P's and you're making $100 off each P, that's only 20,000. Not saying that's not a lot of money, but again, it goes back to the risk. It's like the risk of moving 200 P's only to make 20,000, to where if I get a couple bags and I have my own clientele and I have my own brand and I'm able to bust down 2-3 bags, you can make 5-10 bands profit depending on the size of the bust downs and your margin. It's not unreasonable to make 5-10,000 from busting down 2-3 pounds, but it all goes back to, you need the clientele and you need the branding and you need the consistency of the product. You need quality product to be able to do that, to build a following and to build a brand. So again, 2025 is the year of the brand. You need to build a brand if you want to be successful within today's cannabis industry. Moving packs in 2025 is dead. There's no money in it. There's too much competition. It's overly saturated. There's no middleman anymore. Everybody is going direct to the source, which has basically destroyed the whole market, because there's no secrecy anymore as far as how to get product. Like, you can just go on Telegram and you can buy wholesale product. You can find a plug online. Back 10, 20 years ago, you had to do a bunch of things just to meet the plug. And even then, that person might not even be the plug. That might be the third or second middleman. You're not just going straight to the plug. Like, you had to either know somebody, or you had to be introduced to someone, or you had to pay someone 5,000-10,000. Like, people weren't just giving up the plug like that, because why would they just give up the plug when they can make money off you and they don't have to do anything but just facilitate the transaction? Not going to keep you guys too long. If this video provided you any type of value, please like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new. And until next time, peace. I'm out.